What up, though? Welcome to the Groundwaves podcast, hosted by yours truly, Murs. Every episode, we share an inside look at Groundwaves Hip Hop, the nation's premier hip hop community development movement, which I founded in 2019. The movement, like this podcast, is all about mentorship, growth, and what happens when you create a safe space, but not a fake space, for hip hop to breathe. Let's get into it.
Welcome to part 2 of this Oswin Benjamin interview of the Groundwaves Hip Hop podcast. And this is a ground week, so if you're in Chicago, June 23rd, Tuesday, please pull up the Co-Prosperity Sphere in Bridgeport, 6 to 10 p.m. We will be rocking the stage, possibly starting at 5:30. Open mic, featured artists recognized. The next night, same spot, same times. The producers, Open Ox, and Vitamin D from Seattle will be rocking with us. Friday, we're going to the Sky Game. I think those tickets are already sold out, but if you're just, remotely checking us out, this is the type of shit we do, so this is why you need to find a way to be in Chicago the last week of the month. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Saturday's the overflow for everybody to get to rock, and we're going to have Medusa rock just one jam before she takes over at the National Public Housing Museum on Sunday, June 28th, 919 South 8th Street, 1 to 4 p.m., all ages, Groundwaves Generations. Special installation by the Floating Museum. Life-size inflatable building. It is a must-see. Yeah, let's get into this Oswin interview.
So you're at rap college. So what? So you got kicked out. You're not going back.
Right. So now I'm back upstate.
Oh, so you went back home after?
Went back home, and then I ended up moving down to the city.
How long were you home?
I wasn't home for too long.
Did you find hip hop community upstate, or is that why you left to go back to be in a city where some culture was?
That's why I went to the city. I'm just like, yo, if I'm gonna do this for real. So when I went back upstate, I was working at Woodbury Commons, and my managers at the time. Oh, shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to Mike and Junior and Marty Faye. So I ended up getting hired to work upstate at All Saints, Woodbury Commons. This is like a pop-up store. They don't have a real store yet. So like cameras and all that.
Okay, this is a clothing line?
Yeah, so this is a clothing store.
Woodbury Saints is a store?
So Woodbury Commons is like, it's like a outlet mall, outdoor situation.
Okay.
Everything is there.
I got you.
Right, so when I'm working at All Saints, I work there. Tyler's working there. Tyler Busher.
So Tyler Busher, I want to just take a second. Like, he's only a year older than you, right? But so what we do at Groundwaves is mentorship as well. And it sounds really corny because it's like
now when you get older
word, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was like a mentor to you. He was a mentor to you. And you had another mentor, like your brother's kind of writing your grants.
Right.
Because he's keeping you in school. Like, all these things already exist. So when it sounds corny and we're inviting you to get mentorship, don't think that it's something.
Yeah, it's not just
it
guy
existed
with
before that time.
Yeah, it's not a guy with a bow tie.
Tyler Bush is a great mentor, and
yeah. So Tyler he ended up.
Is he at All Saints as well?
He's at All Saints too. He ended up living with me upstate too, so we go work on music together.
Oh, okay, so you guys he left school or he graduated?
He left school too.
So you guys renegades on the run from the Lord,
right.
From school.
Not the Lord, just school.
Just on the run. Okay, on the run from.
You know what I'm saying? And so. Yeah, we get upstate.
Are you cussing in your music? Are you making Christian music?
No, I'm cursing in music at this time.
So Soon You'll Understand. Is that out at this time?
Nah, Soon You'll Understand is later.
So y'all are building towards that.
Right. So how I ended up getting back to the city is I was working at All Saints. And again, this is a pop-up shop. So like cameras and all that is not up. But my managers were from the city. They came up from the city they came up from Soho to open a shop. So as I'm there, Tyler gets good with the managers, found out he rapped too. He's just like, yo, there's a guy that you should hire. His name was Oswin. He rapped too. He's dope. So they ended up hiring me off of Tyler's word. So when they hear that I rap or whatever the case is, yo, when I tell you, like, I was in All Saints on my days off because that's when I started cursing my music. My mom started hearing it, so I couldn't record in the house no more. So first Dead President's freestyle ever, she heard me say nigga. She walked downstairs, middle of me recording. So Tyler, so Tyler
Paint this picture.
Yo, Tyler Busher, right? So we're talking a MacBook, the white MacBook, the old joint, with a B1 microphone, polo sock over the joint, and we're just downstairs in this open space. I'm recording this Dead President freestyle. My mom hears me say nigga. She walks down, and this is the take. This is the take. I'm just like, oh, emotion, inflection, everything is here. Middle of me rapping, she goes, yo, I didn't hear you say nigga, did I? As I'm recording, she was like,
say my,
yo, my boy, you know what I'm saying?
like you in the day room was a phone check, like
yeah, right. And she was like, yo, we don't say that in here. Had a 1998 Honda Civic, went and recorded the joint in the car, right? And
you
then
don't say that in the house.
We don't say it in the house.
You can say that in the Honda Civic.
You say it in the Civic, say it in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, took that joint, bro, and then like started talking. Me and my managers got dumb cool. They was just like, yo, bro, just bring it to work. You can record in the break room. Recorded a whole tape in the break room at work. At All Saints break room, bro.
Woodbury Commons.
Woodbury Commons. And they made a sign, a little paper sign. It was like, yo, recording in progress. So like even the people who were on shift working.
This is community.
Yes, bro.
This is community.
And then like, so then they was like, yo, Oz, you're dope. Upstate is not gonna work. We gotta get you down. We gotta get you down to the city. So they put in a transfer for me. And then I started
rap skills.
Right. And then I started working in Soho. So packed all my stuff in the Civic, went to Soho, and that's where I'm working.
What year is this?
This is 2012.
So this is like, because like at one time, like Curtains, Cuddy, like everybody was working at Babe, like that area.
Yeah.
So for y'all, you don't know, like Soho, and I'm old enough to say, I think I can get it right. I think it was 191 Green Street was the first Fat Farm store. It was the first hip hop store in Soho, and that's where I went in 1992. I'm old, Oswin. Russell Simmons did some great things for hip hop culture and did some abhorrent, horrible things
for sure
in his personal life. But as a kid, I knew none of this, but I knew that Fat Farm was a thing.
Fat Farm was fire.
He brought hip hop, as far as I know, to Soho. And Soho's for south of Houston. And this is a highly hip fashion where you shop.
Yes.
And in 92, I believe, like the Fat Farm flagship store, as far as I know, it's one of the first stores, if not the first hip hop brand to have a store in Soho. And why it's important is because Bape came like after that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like if people in your generation know I don't know what Russell had to do that, and we'll probably never know because nothing that comes out of his mouth is ever going to be good again. But because I always like to link it to the history and to the like that was the start of the hip hop community in Soho, as far as I know. I'm sure there are people that were in the hip hop scene was there, but you probably had to work at another type of brand that wasn't hip hop affiliated. Soho was like where you could be hip hop and work at a hip hop store.
Yeah,
in Soho.
It was image. It was cool. So like you thinking ASAP Rocky is out at the time.
Was that the name of the store? There was a.
I'm not even.
Okay.
I'm not even sure. I know there was like your Supreme was there, your Bape was there, your Y3 was there, your Kith was there, Atmos was there. So like these are A-Life, you know what I mean? Like so these are
but amongst like the those big book Taschen, TACHEN.
Yep.
Like that store is there too. Like it's not just a hip hop.
Yeah, it was a
high end everything is
yes.
there. Cool shit from every culture, from every subculture.
Right.
And hip hop has a place there. So if you've never we're from metropolitan cities of Chicago, like for the people that aren't.
Yeah.
Soho is a thing. Not just the hip hop thing, but hip hop being there. I always like to give hip hop brings some validity to it,
right?
But it was valid in the fashion world and in cool shit previous to hip hop being welcome there,
100%,
or making itself welcome there. So so for a kid from upstate, from Nyack College, to get to go,
from college, you know what I'm saying, back
from
upstate.
Woodbury Commons to Soho is a very
right, but and so it wasn't like, wow, what is this thing? Because like, and again, like I'm, born in Brooklyn, so I'm still going to the city. My grandmother's still there, and I have family still there, so I'm still back and forth between the city. But now I'm just like, I'm about to pack my stuff up and move back there, and it was tough. So that's when the SOB showcases and things like that was going on. So SOBs, Club Drum, Club Pyramid. I did the whole circuit, bro.
And so and SOBs is another one. We'll take a second. Just
legendary.
If you are hip hop,
legendary,
not from New York, not from London, if you are hip hop,
Yeah, you need to.
Have to.
You need to. Rite of passage.
Perform. Drake has performed there. I have performed there, just to show you the
Yeah, Kanye's performed there. Jay-Z,
Consequence, Saigon,
Yeah.
whoever you want to name, the Grouch, LP from Company Flow, Talib Kweli.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Bun B, like
King Lowe's, Usher, yeah, like
I venture to say possibly even the Great Scarface. Like if
Yes.
you are in hip hop, definitely starting at, I would say 91. If you didn't have a record out in 91 and you had to go through there. Everybody has been through there. Sounds of Brazil. I was just there for a friend's wake. Like it is, and he's a hip hop, Sasha Jenkins, rest in peace. He's a hip hop icon. Like I met Nas for the first time at SOBs. Like
crazy.
Nas was still in SOBs in 2024. Like,
come on, man.
It's still there.
You gotta know.
And it needs to be heaped the praise. You know,
Right.
Soho adjacent,
Mhm.
or is it in Soho?
No. It's not far from Soho.
Yeah. Soho adjacent. This is a cool place. So now I know you're official. I should have. I'm gonna start checking that for resume for openers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
have you performed at SOB?
Bro,
Call me when you done SOBs.
I haven't performed in a venue in New York. I performed at SOBs more than any other venue.
Yeah. I said the prettiest or the hittiest, so ugly, so I'm trying to be the prettiest among the people. They doing the ugliest things for the road to the riches. No love for the peasants, but there's pleasure for the richest. Rich in the experience, but poor is in the souls. So much for the goals. No morals for the children when they orals being filled in. This indication signaling there ain't no passion counted through the silence in the moment. I cries for being known.
Composition is out in New York now, back in the city.
Composition is doing its thing. I'm
working at All Saints.
Working at All Saints. But
Where are you living?
I'm living. We was couch hopping. I didn't want to live with my grandmother, so I'm just like, all right, cool. So my manager,
you're not making a living wage. No disrespect.
I'm making not enough to live in New York.
Not to live in New York.
So my manager, the one that had me come to the city, Mike, he had me staying at his crib, and then he was like, yo, my cousin got a room. It's like $500 or whatever the case is. So when I was getting paid from All Saints, but just so I could be in the vicinity.
Where are you recording? Where
was I recording when I was?
Because you lost your studio in the work
Nah,
break room.
the studio was same thing. It was a laptop.
No, I mean, but where did the new where did that live? Or you just were recording anywhere you could with your laptop?
Yeah, took the laptop on GarageBand, I believe. So GarageBand with that same joint, and that was Tyler's computer. So we was together all the time. So it's just like, yo, I'm about to pull up on you and record or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? So
he was still doing the beats.
Still doing the beats. So
composition, did Tyler have a producer name?
T. Michael, I think was his name.
So T. Michael and composition are running around recording.
Testarossa Dreams.
Testarossa Dreams.
Yeah.
And composition.
Yep, running around New York. So how I started getting money was we was doing these competitions where they would like pay you for these joints. So like, yo, first place, there's 50 people there. First place, $1,500 or whatever the case is.
Oh, wow.
So like.
Rap contest.
Right. So like, when I tell you I was sweeping these joints, I had a song called Famous, and it was incredible. And I'm doing this song at all these competitions, 1,500 here, 1,500 here, 1,500 here. This is how I'm making my money now from these competitions.
What are you doing with this money?
Giving back to the people who was giving to me. My brother wanted a pair of He Got Game 13s. Bought it from a mom and pop shop. I'm doing like $750. I was just like, yo, this for my brother. I got him.
Them Dean's notes paid off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you look out for me, I will look out for you. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, spending the money terribly.
BMF.
You know what I'm saying? Extremely quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how we were moving around. So like, it was that showcases.
So how would you find out about it? Was it a flyer? Was it
flyers?
So
flyers, or like when you go to SOBs, you see flyers everywhere.
So these rap contests are coming up. Okay,
right. And then, or like when I'm at SOBs, people will come up to you. Yo, I got a competition coming up. Yo, you're dope. You should do my competition.
Do you have to pay to enter the competition?
I never had to because they saw me performing first. It wasn't like I'm a random dude trying to get in there.
But that's where the money came from, people paying to enter the competition.
And then there were like other shows, like there's a Faces in the Crowd was a big showcase. And then Major Stage that was the major stage was where I really had to learn how to like hustle these joints and facing the crowd. So they'll give you tickets. Major stage was the first platform that they'll give you tickets. And then after you sold a bunch of tickets, after you meet your quota, you was able to keep whatever money you made on top of that. So this was when I started getting paid for shows. So like, all right, cool. Oswin Benjamin is headlining or whatever. Got to sell these tickets. Y'all come see me perform. Cool. And then we would, however many extra people came, that's what I'm going home with. So like this.
But you would be the headliner. It wasn't like sell tickets to open for Fat Joe.
It was like it would be like 4 or 5 people on a bill, which was cool for me because I'm coming from 30 people competitions. So when we were doing those like 4 or 5 people on a bill, everybody had to sell tickets.
Got you. But you guys were the only, it was still local talent,
right?
Bringing people in. So still community supporting artists
right.
from the community, but it wasn't, a promoter trying to offset his costs by saying, okay, if you want to open for Tyler Quali, you got to sell 50 tickets. It wasn't a pay to play.
There was still those.
Yeah.
And I did, I don't think I ever did any of those, but all of the joints that I did, it was local stuff. So
that's beautiful. Like, I like that. Like,
yeah.
You bring 30, I bring 30, we have a fucking party.
Right.
And we might make a little money, but we're covering the cost of the venue. And I'm exposing myself to your friends. You're exposing yourself to my friends.
Exactly.
Pause.
Right. Yeah, I understand. That's very, very good.
Talking to somebody from New York, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for caring. But yeah, so that was the circuit. So I got good with the people at SOBs, and I ended up throwing my own show there. Sold SOBs out. So like so many things happened from coming down to the city. So soon you'll understand this happens after coming to the city. I ended up dealing with this guy. His name is B-Works. He's known as White Gold right now. He was on Eminem's last joint. He's a producer, but he also sings and writes music. So he's incredible. He was working out of Warner Brothers. So we met through a mutual friend, and me and him started working on music. So the Soon You'll Understand joint came in that era where I was pretty much living in Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers studio or records?
Studios.
They have their own studio?
Yep. It was Warner Chapel was there. Warner Brothers was there. It was right off of like Columbus Circle.
Wow, that's right. I was on Warner Brothers, and
yeah,
in the middle of me recording my Warner Brothers debut album, they were like, Dr. Dre said, I'm going to do Detox.
Oof.
This is 2007. So then every fucking studio in LA was like, Warner Bros. Had, like, I was with Terrace Martin. Me and Terrace had booked, like, at Can-Am Studios 2 weeks. I had the other place, I forget what.
I love Terrace, man.
And then they told me and Terrace, like, no, you're not here today. I was like, what do you mean?
Dr. Dre's here.
Warner Brothers paid for 2 weeks for us to be here. We locked in. Snoop's coming. We got a whole thing going on. Excuse you. 1,500 or nothing. No, Dr. Dre said. Okay, well, we'll just go to Chalice. We'll go to Chalice. No, Dr. Dre locked down Chalice. Every studio in LA.
He's everywhere?
Yeah, but it wasn't like this was planned out. He woke up one morning and said, I'm going to start Detox, and shut down every studio in LA.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Major labels. It wasn't like, oh, Indie Murs, here's your money back. They told Warner Brothers, no, thank you. Dr. Dre said this morning that he wants to come in, so fuck off. Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers sent me to New York, and Biggie raps about, cause I was hot. And
I can imagine.
And I was like, yo. And they put me up, oh my God, what's this? It's like it's a famous fancy New York hotel, like a literal 5-star hotel. We're going to put you at the Waldorf. You get a suite, your manager gets a suite, and you can go to any studio you want in New York. But never once did they tell me they had their own studio. So I've never been to Warner Brothers. But
that's crazy.
I was staying at the Waldorf Astoria, and I never got to go to Warner. So you were living in Warner Brothers studios, so Columbus Circles. Like, that's Manhattan.
So this is like, we started working on a project. There was like a deal talk on the table one time. That didn't end up happening.
It's still before Soon You Understand.
Soon You Understand happens after this. But as this is going on, when I tell you, like, we're making traction, like...
You got motion? Is that proper use of the term?
Motion, bro. So from this, boom. So after this is happening, I do this, like, day show. This part of my circuit, I met this guy named Seydou. I do a day show on, like, a Wednesday in New York. I didn't want to do it. There's like 15 people there. But I do perform, and Rich Nice pulls up. Rich Nice is producer, legendary artist and producer. So he pulls up, he works for Sway in the Morning. He didn't come to see me, he came to see somebody else. But he ended up missing that person and caught the last 2 songs on my set.
You never know.
And
this is something you didn't want to do. Not a lot of people, so you could have phoned it in.
Right. It was a day show on a Wednesday. My slot might have been like 150 or some crazy. Like, nobody's going to be there. We pulled up. He was just like, yo, bro, you're dope. I work for Sway in the Morning, whatever. By that time, mad people were like, oh, yeah, this person heard you. Nas heard you. This person. I was like, and everything was capped. So when he asked me to send him records to be played on Sway in the Morning, out of spite, I sent him like 28 songs. I was like, you pick one.
Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn. So he ended up picking one, and then I get a call the next day. Oz, I just heard you on Sway in the Morning. I said, oh, this is crazy. So after that, like, we go back to Warner Brothers. We're supposed to open for Lil Boosie, right?
That makes sense.
No sense at all in the world. So show got canceled. Tyler is tight because Tyler was my acting manager at the time. He was just like, yo, bro. And I'm just like, and I remember telling him in the little kitchen in Warner Brothers, I say, yo, bro, I feel like something is going to happen. There's a reason why we're not over there. I get a call that night from Rich Nice. Yo, can you be at Sway in the Morning tomorrow morning?
Shade 45.
I said, what time?
Sirius XM.
I said, what time? And whatever time he told me, I told him I was going to be there 30 minutes before there. They had a Cypher, DNA and K-Shine and somebody else. The last person dropped out. So I had to go up there and I did the Cypher. I'm up there. DNA goes crazy. K-Shine goes crazy. And then they switched the beat for me because I'm the only one nobody knows. And I'm just like, yo, I don't get the same beat. And he was just like, nah. And then Heather B was on some like, because Sway was trying to play me at first. Because he's just like, yo, who's this dude? I was wearing the long jerseys at the time. So he's just like, yo, this dude's probably trash. So all of that, yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing an interview. And then when that happened, Heather B was just like, nah, give him the same beat. Give him the same beat. He was just like, I wouldn't want to do what they did. And I was like, all right, cool. Enough is enough. And I went crazy.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Oswin Benjamin, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Sway. How you doing?
I'm well, man. Where you from originally?
I'm from Newburgh. I was born in Brooklyn, but I grew up in Newburgh.
Newburgh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where you stay now? That's where you reside?
Nah, I'm in the Bronx right now. I can't stay up there.
Oswin Benjamin.
Yeah, let's get it done. Y'all didn't set the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get the same beat?
Not normally, but
Let him do it. Let him do it.
Let him do it.
I mean, nah, whatever y'all want to do.
Let him do it.
I personally, I would ask for my own beat. Because what they did to that beat is,
hey, man.
you can't undo it. You think you could, what? You want to?
Check.
I'm a product of the sins of my father's Street Fighter Alpha and a low self-esteem. A triple beam dismissing, missing misdemeanors and jeans. Sagging like you spelling niggas backwards in these threes. See more cement than Tinker Hatfield could dream, my nigga. Forgive me, God, for all of these corners I cut and all of these hoes that I fuck. Compromising.
Wait, hold on. Let me just take a second to say, because he always does this for me. Sway is a great human being.
Incredible.
But he did this. He did the same thing to me. I went up to the radio station, but my big homies was on their head at the wake up show. Like it turned into a like. And so
yeah,
like, they were like, but Sway. Even when Sway is mad, like my homies is going at. They arguing like almost fighting.
Yeah.
But even when Sway is feeling mad or threatened, I don't think he was threatened, but like when there's an argument going, somebody's still gonna rap.
Yeah.
And I was the little pit bull, so they brought me just to freestyle.
Right.
So they're like, all right, you brought this kid to freestyle. Sway still, you gonna rap. Somebody gonna rap. DJ Revolution threw on Toss It Up by Tupac.
Oh, you
knowing I'm a straight backpack.
So how was that,
I blew it. Because I love Tupac. Like Tupac is like, so I was like, I can't think of any other words. You could have put on any Biggie beat. But this is my heart.
Yeah.
Like I blew it.
Wow.
But so I know what it's like to be I had no Heather B to.
Yeah.
Like don't give the backpack nigga the Toss It. Like the Casey and JoJo sing on this. There's nothing. You can't freestyle. Now I can, because after that moment I swore that I would be ready to rap to everything.
Anything you put on, I'm good.
But I'm used to like Try by 12 by East Flight. Bing,
bing,
with the papers in. Ding, ding. You go to wake up show, that's what you don't get some.
You give me a good 85 to 90 BPM so I could go crazy.
Yeah. Lord have mercy, Father, help us all. Since you supplied your phone number, I can't help but go. That's what's going on in my head. Also, I'm coming off of like, I thought we were about to fight in this thing. Please throw on a premiere beat.
Please, I'm begging you.
And he gave me different. Player. Ooh, it's KC, babe. Like it wasn't even when Toss It Up is not a song where the R&B niggas have the hook. They got verses. Ooh, it's KC, baby. Yeah, don't.
This is a whole R&B situation coming off of a near squabble. What do you want me to do with this?
Anyway, sorry.
That's hilarious.
But God bless. Like we've moved on. Like he's held. Probably all of my children. Like he's a great man.
Sweet.
I love what he's done for hip hop.
Yeah.
And also too, it's like when we talk about the culture to come up the community. Like he built so much community in the Bay Area. With the Wake Up Show, he's built a worldwide community. But what people don't know is for him to do that, he was a signed artist at a time when it meant something to be signed. When record labels were, DJ Sway and King Tech was a rap group. At some point, he said, I'm going to be the foundation for so much, the voice for so much. Like he's changed my career
Changed mine.
to your career.
Changed mine, for sure.
D1. Like we can name,
Yeah.
there's so many people. Tech 9, Chino XL, God bless him. Like this man has done
everyone. You got it's like a higher tier rite of passage. You have your SOBs.
Like we're talking about Kayshawn, DNA, like
right. I was in
Locksmith. Like there's so many people. Like he is Razcast. Like
yeah, you have to,
and it's because it's not like it's it's a venue. But a venue, you pay the rent, you stay open. SOBs has been there, thank God. But even in New York, like gentrification happens, things happen.
Yeah.
It's challenging. But to keep a platform
with integrity,
he's done that from before us, because it was Angela Yee's show before Sway in the Morning. Like he's elevated. It's been on MTV. It's been on KMEL. He's kept this, and what he's had to do, and I'm sure like the amount of meetings he had to sit through and all the stuff he's had to do to maintain this platform that in 1996 it could have Murs on it. And in what year did you go?
Man, this was 2014, 2015-ish.
Maintaining his integrity, maintaining the value, not for himself.
Yeah, for the culture.
For literally.
Yeah.
For the community, for the culture, and for someone else to be able to come up. Like that, it was just too much of a perfect moment to like add that in.
It's good to know that.
So what is the Doomsday Cypher? Let's bring it.
So the Doomsday Cypher is anybody who pretty much had a moment throughout the year, they bring them at the end of the year.
Where is this?
This is at the YouTube space in New York.
Wow.
Or like the Google building or whatever.
So you're going into the Google building.
Yeah, and I'm there and I'm just like, yo. But I remember me, Chris Rivers, DNA, K-Shine, Nino Man, P, King Los, like all of us are part of this cypher. So
is King Los already King Los, or is he still
He's King Los.
Okay.
He's King Los.
So for you, it's probably normal, but I just for like, once again, like for the middle American kids and for the LA kids, like when you go to New York and you go to Shade 4-5, you're already nervous. You know you're there to rap. But you have to check into these buildings and the people in the lobby, like we don't have lobbies like that in LA. Like you got this dude in a blazer asking you for your ID. They're going to photocopy it. They're going to ask you your real name because your rap name can't get you upstairs. And then like you got to go on these elevators that shoot you up 30 floors. Like it's a whole, and you still thinking about you got to rap. And then they're going to tell you King Los is there. Like you're going to meet Sway, you're going to rap, and you got to go. Like,
me and Chris, I went to Chris Rivers' house.
This
and
is the
we
son
went
of Big
over,
Pun?
yes, and we went over verses in the event that we got paired up with King Los. Like, yo, this verse, this verse not good enough. We gotta do this one. And yeah, bro. So this happens. Doomsday Cypher happens. Everything goes crazy. At that time, me, Chris, and Denzel Porter formed this like rap group, and then we're on the Team Backpack circuit, and we have a moment. We do 3 cyphers. All the cyphers go crazy. Around that time, I end up signing to Sway for management. So that's when the Shia LaBeouf thing happened, when he did the 5 fingers.
What is that? Tell me that.
So Shia LaBeouf came, rapped, went crazy.
Okay. Shia LaBeouf, this ain't the Academy, dog.
Okay, go.
This ain't where you at right now. This ain't the big screen, dog. You ain't in Hollywood right now, Shia LaBeouf. That ain't what this is. You are now officially entering the Valley of the Hyenas. Hyenas! Welcome to the 5 Fingers of Death.
Rhymes are negligible, unintelligible. Now I'm exceptional, unquestionable. No question, I'm full. My cup, it runneth over. This shit's going viral. Yup, I'm taking over. Better than I've been. Alert, sober. Me, I've been a G since he knew Kurt Loder. Eat right, stay kosher.
So he's rapping, and I'm just like, Sway's just like, yo, just pull up. At that time, I know anytime Sway asked me to pull up to the station, I have a verse ready, or two.
Yeah, he's always going to ask you. I have a verse about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, always be ready. So I'm just like, bet. So Shia LaBeouf is there, and he is bodying this joint. To the point, like, I'm in the corner, and I'm just like, I can't be the nigga who get bodied by Shia LaBeouf. So I have a BlackBerry at the time, looking through my BlackBerry for verses, and I'm not finding any verse that's like good enough. So I had to go back to this old verse that I wrote.
Oswin was looking at me like, yo, this dude is fucking killing it. Okay, yo, Shia LaBeouf.
Check.
He got a verse, let's go.
My worst first verse is emerging, rehearsing these written verses, versing versatile original niggas spitting what hurts them, like they special persons working on corners, living worthless and purposely selling, working, reversing life in the hearse. In the evening, speaking deacon, that's appealing to the church. Just another preaching heathen that's receiving on the first. It gets worse. We know for certain they searching for certain virgins, then working behind the curtain. Eternally, it's absurd. The anger and the anguish that is lurking.
So Sway called me up. I rap at the end of that video. From there, everything else starts going crazy. So fast forward, that happens. BET Awards 2016.
You were in that Cypher?
Yep. It was me.
You on national television?
Yeah, bro. It was me, Locksmith, and Deprez. The live Cypher. So that happens.
I promised my mama I wasn't gonna curse on television. But Trump with a condom out of the shelter system. Embodied the body of Christ with job in the religion. But this is scripture from a stand-up. That's Kaepernick. Presidential ties, knowing with this flow, I could've rapped the Nixon. I told Malcolm Little I had to get it. By any means, I'm Rodney King and with Martin's dream. Sonny, listen. Punchlines could've found the Muhammad from Sonny, listen. Travis Spare looking Freddy, gray hair like the scalp of Regis. Rained on my wheel of fortune till we felt drops from the ceiling. But this Panther been Bobby's feeling, no silly me. Reporting what's in these streets. And they gon' crucify me when I cross to this industry. Then hang me there with both my hands to the sky, cause Lord knows it's full.
Then Sway hits me for a Sway in the Morning Cypher. Anthony Hamilton, Rhapsody, Lupe,
So
Chris
what is that like
Dave.
for you? Like let's go into that. Like, so you're going back up now. This is your kind of your home. Now.
Yeah,
But now that you're comfortable there,
Mhm.
Lupe Fiasco is there.
So I told Sway Lupe was my favorite rapper, and he was just like, "Okay, bet." So he was just like, "Yo, I got a surprise for you tomorrow." And then Lupe walks in, and I'm just like, "No." He told me that the night before, and I was on my way home. Call Chris again. I said, "Yo, Chris, Lupe is gonna be there, bro." He said, "Let me hear your verses." So I had a verse ready for Flex, and it was like the hardest verse that I wrote at the time. I was like, I'm gonna have to use my Flex joint. I'm gonna have to. And I practiced it so much, like I think I called Sway Flex in the verse just off of memory and repetition. So like that happens.
This is road, better cope like a drug addict. My plus average is more than yours. I keep that status, and I'm the baddest. I might hit staccato, bravo, the young Wasalu from Chicago.
Lupe, Sway in the Morning. Oswin Benjamin, you up next. Oswin Benjamin, you up next. Fred Godson, you up next. Fred the Godson, you up next. Oswin Benjamin.
God provided a sight, non-television like a speaker box for Stevie thoughts. I'm Elohim enough to speak the Ouija boards, G.O.D. enough to cut my jeans to walk the seas and never see the shore. Even Sandy Maybe's wave to see ashore. You see, it's me and me or more in this world of sin, where you can't speak without an average Joe butting in. Kim, Chloe, and Kylie knew KKK from Lamar to the Kanye's. They eradicating our colored men. I keep my mind in the future, heart in the meadows. Y'all cornier than pupils like an insight. I'm in the scope of God's eye, black version of Dom Toretto.
I meet Lupe. Now, mind you, full circle moment, this is the guy who got me started. So I meet Lupe, I rap my verse, and I go crazy. And Lupe is like, what? Like, who is this nigga, right? And I'm just like, yo, at the end of it, I'm just like, yo, Lupe, I'm a big fan. Can I take a picture with you? He said, no. I said, word? All right. He was like, yo, you can take my number, though. Take my number down. Hit me up. What are you doing tomorrow? Right?
Wow.
Robert Glasper is playing keys. Chris Davis playing drums. Derek Hodge playing the bass for this live session, this Sway in the Morning joint. So he was like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? So we meet up at this fish spot, and we eating fish, holding the wall, Harlem somewhere. Me, Mickey Fax, Chris Rivers, Lupe Fiasco is sitting down eating.
Wow.
This dude pulls up with a camera. He says, Mickey Fax, I already know who you are. I know what you do. Yo, Chris, I know who you are. Lupe, I'm a fan. Puts the camera to me. He said, yo, who are you, nigga? What do you do? Lupe looked at me and said, show him what you do. And I rapped in the middle of the fish spot and went crazy. Or the next day, Robert Glasper is playing at the joint. He was just like, yo, bro, pull up if you got some verses or whatever the case is.
You're friends with Robert Glasper as well?
That's my guy.
How did that happen?
Do that. So
wait, this is through what?
This is through the live joint with Anthony Hamilton and everybody because he was playing keys.
So he's asking you to pull up. You just met him. He's asking.
Yeah, he was just like, yo, bro, you're dumb nice. So yo, I'm playing at whatever the case is. If you could pull up, be there. So I'm there. I pull up. Rob is playing dumb cool. Lupe's there. So I think this is New Blue. So there's like a upstairs. So like, yo, I'm upstairs getting my verses ready and Lupe is pacing back and forth freestyling. I'm like, this is a moment right now. So I'm on there. Rob is playing. Rob is worse than Sway. I rap.
No, jazz niggas are the worst.
When I say worse, right, in the best way possible.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I rap. I go to leave. He said, nah, nigga, we not done. Another verse. I must have rapped 8 verses that night.
Yeah, no, jazz, because they expect you to play.
Right.
Like that changed my life on recording with Terrace because like,
he's in, bro.
We could party, we could do whatever we want. There's pit bulls, is hood bitches in the house. We had a time.
Yeah.
At 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I think it's Charlie Parker or Coltrane. He's up playing the scales in front of that, and I woke because I have like sensitive hearing. I heard.
Yeah.
He's not playing out loud because it's respectful.
Yeah, he getting
crashed out, and I hear. I'm like, I walk in like,
yeah,
and we talk like, cuz, what you doing?
You getting right.
And I'm playing I was like, oh, okay, I got to start freestyling. And one morning he was doing that, and then Corrupt showed up.
Oh man,
at 7 a.m. rapping. I was like, oh, these niggas do it.
Yeah,
like people think that the backpack dudes are serious.
Nah,
I was like, oh, and Corrupt comes from once again, I guess the whole Dr. Dre, but like Dr. Dre is another like he's hip hop pioneer. So people who don't come from hip hop don't have this lackadaisical approach.
Right.
Like Dr. Dre is a musician. And he trains rappers in a different way to be musicians.
Yeah, be an instrument.
Terrace is a musician. They're bringing that musicianship
be an instrument
to hip hop. And so until you work with one, like there's things you get like SOBs and blah, blah.
Yeah, that's
but still like Lupe is a master. Like he comes from martial arts discipline. Like it's not bullshit hip hop. Oh, we can drink. Oh, it's time to rap. I might have a verse like.
Yeah, no. It's very, very, very serious.
When you get to a certain level in this, you're going to meet your sensei or your A-alike, as the 5%ers say, like someone that's on the same wavelength as you, and you are going to have to get right or know that you're right, and is going to encourage you to keep that work ethic because
never want to get caught slipping.
Yeah, so the Sways, the Robert Glaspers, the Terrace Martins, Will.i.am is like that. You look like him to me, by the way. I'm looking at your face, but Will.i.am, like like he did that to me at the when Obama won the DNC. I was in Denver to perform. It was me and Janelle Monáe, kind of like your Lupe moment. Sitting outside, the first black president has the future first black president just won the Democratic National Convention, whatever the fuck that means. And I'm performing. He's there. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama are there celebrating, and we're the entertainment. And it's nothing but the Black Eyed Peas and their band.
The hell?
And I'm like, Will, what are we doing? You'll know, nigga, when we get up there. Because I grew up in open mic ciphers with him where there was 3 people there.
I celebrate Barack Obama. I celebrate how he's brought America together in such a short period of time.
Chris Dave was really the one who was on some like, he saw me in the back room mumbling at 6:45 in the morning, whatever time we had to be there. He was like, hey, nigga, what you doing? I was like, yo, bro, I just wrote this verse last night. I want to make sure that I'm right. And he was just like, niggas don't even talk like that no more. So after that, me and Chris Dave got stupid cool. And Chris Dave is like that. Chris Dave is on some like, yo, hey, man, I'm going to be here. Just when I do this, just pull up and just have a verse ready. I don't know what you about to play. I don't know what the groove is going to be. I don't know how unorthodox it's going to be, but I got to have a verse for everything. And that like crazy. So me, Rob, Chris, Dave got super cool from that Sway moment. Me and Lupe got super cool. And yeah, from that joint, I think I met Royce while I was in Warner Brothers too, because he's cool with Rook from Justice League. Rook put me on to Royce for real. Because I like I said, like one of the people I was listening to, but I didn't really dive in. So he let me hear stuff from Book of Ryan like years before it dropped. So he
one
was
of the greatest albums if you got
bro,
a chance.
old OD, incredible. So he's at Gramercy, and Rook is on some like, yo, bro, you got to pull up and see Royce. Chop it up with Royce, and we have a real conversation. First time I ever meet him, we end up eating Hush Puppies and one of them places. And after the joint drops, Royce reaches out to me. He's like, yo, bro, I need you on my album. He said,
after what joint drop?
After the Cypher drop.
Okay.
Like, yo, I need you on. I might be messing up the timeline. But he DM'd me. Black Thought hit me. Was just like, yo, bro, you're dope. We got to work. Like, a lot of things happened after that Cypher, after the BET Cypher, after the Anthony Hamilton. Like, a lot of things happened after that. So I ended up, that's how the Grammy nom came. Because Royce did Algorithm after that. Or Allegory, my bad. He did Allegory after that. I was on there. And he sent me 2 joints. He was like, yo, pick one. I sent him back both. I was like, nigga, you pick one. You know what I mean? Rapping with Royce is a scary thing.
Yeah, he's probably the best. He's so humble. He'll give it to M because I know that I don't know the whole story, but M is a huge influence and a help and a brother to him. But
he is, yeah, bro, scary.
Yeah, it's like Crooked Eye Royce, but Royce, you know, Royce is just
incredible, bro.
But they're all stand-up guys. Like Royce is just also a stand-up individual.
Incredible, bro. Like Royce, yeah, bro. Royce has always shown love. Royce has publicly like gone on platforms, and yeah, Oswin Benjamin is one of them. You know what I mean?
So
like,
how did that turn into a Grammy now?
So when he hit me for the verse, I sent it back to him, and then, yo, I get hit with the, you know, this is this year's nominees, and I see the Allegory on there, and I'm just like, had to call my mans because he was on the album too. I was like, yo, bro, we Grammy nominated? He said, yeah, bro. I said, this is crazy. I think we ended up losing to Nas that year because I think King's Disease dropped.
That's the year King's Allegory. Wow, Royce, there was a year at the Grammys when Royce the 5'9" and Nas were up.
Royce, Nas, J Electronica. It was good projects, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy.
Hustle on the block, okay, Kool-Aid known by colors, boy, we ain't no flavors. We relate to Jesus, most my people born in mangers too. They ain't know they fathers, they were born as strangers. We raised by VR troopers, wishbone and Power Rangers. Hey, yeah, we confronted the danger. We never did fear the outcome. Cap guns turn into revolvers, never leave home without one. Invested the quarters in Marvel vs. Capcom. See my nigga turn Mega Man. Since 11, never seen him cold without a firearm in his palm. You would think they connected. Whoa, we was bro on a mission for the chosen.
And then like Wyclef, I got an Emmy nom with Wyclef.
So I guess a lot of people like this podcast, like how? Like, is it because you had a manager, or is it just because you're in the room, like you're just putting yourself in position and being prepared to be dope?
Preparation, and being in a room. Because one room always leads to the next one. There's always somebody. And I feel like, especially like up and coming artists, they don't take the opportunity because they don't see the immediate big picture. Like if my career was to go how I thought it would have, I'd have did SOBs, I'd have sold it out. Jay-Z would have been in the corner. He'd have gave me a Rockefeller chain because I'm the greatest nigga ever. And that would have been my story. But it's just like, no, it was Rich Nice who was at a day show with 15 people who heard the joint by accident.
And Rich Nice is like, you were getting, like you had sold out SOBs already, and then someone asked you to do a day show.
Yeah, so the SOBs sold it out. That came later.
Okay.
But the Rich Nice joint, I was still part of the winning $1,500. Right.
So this wasn't. So you were able to like win $1,500 on a regular basis, but this day show wasn't that.
It wasn't that. I was doing a favor for my friend,
and you weren't too big to do it.
Not at all.
A lot of the people make the mistake, and I've dealt with this in Groundwaves and mentor people like, well, do I need a lawyer? And when should I start getting paid for the show? I'm like, these aren't the questions. Like you're overthinking it. Like, were you up at 6 a.m. this morning rapping?
Right.
Like you're putting the cart before the horse. You're so afraid to get taken advantage of, or thinking about what you deserve instead of like, you don't deserve this position in the culture.
I think nobody skips the like pays dues phase. You can't.
That's why I respect everyone that's on, whether it's Little Bow Wow, I make jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I learned is like, if you don't think Riff Raff or Soulja Boy or, because there's a lot of people, backpack people make fun of, like everyone that's at a high level, Boosie, Scrappy, anyone you want to name, to get there, there's no easy way in.
At all, bro.
And there's no easy way to maintain. No matter how corny you think that song is, or how poorly written you think that song is, or what you think about Lil Uzi, you don't see.
You don't know what it takes to be there.
That's why Lil Uzi, like I loved when a lot of hip hop dudes were hating on him, and then he busted out some real B-boy moves.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who he was before he was who he is.
Yeah, and I heard he was really, really rapping for real.
Yeah, like, same thing with Future. I'm like, that's Dungeon Family.
Yeah.
I had my A&R pull me to the side and tell me that early on.
Yeah, like, yo, so he know what he doing.
Yeah, like, shh.
Yeah.
You don't want that, you know?
You don't want that.
There's no easy way in, and you don't get there by saying what you like. Future stood behind Bubba Sparks at some point, quietly, patiently waiting. Killer Mike was in the wings. Killer Mike is in the biggest rap group in the world. It's called Run the Jewels, you know?
Yeah, like, bro.
But he was in the back.
Bro, Tank was a background singer. It's never how you think it's gonna happen. So, to your question, the whole like, so how does this happen? It's, yo, sometimes it is doing a little show that you don't want to do, because you don't lose, right? It's just like, all of the shows that have been crazy, not too many people, 4 people show up, 5 people showed up. This is all, the goal is not the 1 million followers right away. The goal is word of mouth, because we come from that era too. Like, it's, yo, this dude is nice, you got to see him live. This dude is nice, you got to see him. This dude is nice, you got to.
Don't let Instagram and everything feel that still doesn't exist. Because you're saying, like, Black Thought, it's almost easier.
Yeah, bro.
But you still have to do that work. Like, there was no way for Black Thought to
know who I was, but
or to DM me later. You know what I mean? I made impressions, but that kid in Cali was nice. But
yeah.
So, but now that it's easier, people don't want to do the work. Like,
right.
It's easier for that person to get a hold of you and DM you and find you now, but you still gotta be.
You gotta be active. You gotta be visual.
And I guess too, you mentioned Team Backpack, and that was something I wanted. Like, that was an amazing. I want to give them their credit, but it also highlights how Sway has been able to keep his platform. It's even something that's meaningful, and I wish was still around, like Team Backpack. I don't know what happened with them brothers, but it's hard to maintain.
That hate what happened over there, man. That was whack, because it wasn't, oh, come pay and be on our platform. It was just like, yo, if you're dope, we're gonna find you and we're gonna give you a moment.
Even for me, they're asking me to do it, and my first thing wasn't how much you're gonna pay me to do Team Backpack.
It's like, yo, let's do it.
It meant so. I was. This is 2015. I was doing Team Backpack.
My backpack came with my hoodie. Goes like this. Mid-city monster, competition conquered. Grew up bumping Easy and watching Cookie Monsters. Eating chocolate chips with a whole lot of Crips. Never sold crack rock to get that dollar quick. Kung Fu grip on my Lady J. Action figure, schoolyard bully. Snatch your apple, then I smack your sister. Boxing at the sheriff station. At-risk youth. Always down to scrap with a gap chip tooth. Shout out to Booth.
I've had a record deal. I've been around the world. I owned a festival. I had bought multiple homes at this point.
Yeah, it's like, yo,
but still, I have that dog in me. Like, oh, niggas is born up
rapping.
Here.
What we doing?
I heard this is okay.
This is what niggas
and
rapping.
I went home and wrote for it.
Come on.
And still, and then I brought my little homies with me, and I'm like, I had Marley B, Reverie, and some other people.
Come on, man.
But the young dudes with me was like, oh, they didn't see me. I ain't came out that bag in a minute.
Yeah.
But I like to be able to go into that, because that's what it really means.
I forget where I came from.
You can never. And I'm not like, oh, this Team Backpack. I didn't show up late. I didn't like,
yeah.
And my homie Johnny Cupcakes had this huge, our Team Backpack was fly because I called my homie and got a favor, because the inside of his store is built by Disney animatronics. Like, I'm like, y'all want to do it here? Like, this is where I'm, like,
yeah.
I want to bring value, but not just rest on that. Like,
right.
Oh, I got us this place, and I'm bringing some young rappers I know can spit. I'm coming with some.
Yeah, if we hit a rap, we gonna rap.
I'm like you said, day before, I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do this?
Right.
Because also I'm a leader now. Like, I got to get this in one take. I can, like, you went into NFO last night,
right?
And I came out to just sit with you, but like, everybody like, this is your man's. We in Chicago. It's a room full of hungry rappers.
Yeah, and it's exciting. Like, yeah, I don't care if y'all don't know who I am. Y'all don't want this more than me.
Yeah,
still.
And you were the last person to go. You came the farthest, and still to this day, I think too is what I want to say, because we didn't get to go into a lot because we got caught up on our origin story.
Right.
But I always want to go deep there too, because like it could be you. The difference between me and you, or you and Kendrick, or you and Oswin Benjamin, I'm talking to you out there listening, is nothing but hard work.
Right.
Putting yourself in positions, being unashamed to rap at your job, to rap in your civic, to rap at your school, to take CDs in a trash bag. You have to take the initiative, and everything else will. It's like with Christ, with God. Like you take steps towards it, but you have to take you can't. Before I take this step, what are you gonna give me?
Yo, can I and to your point, and I have to say this,
please.
So the discouraging, the no's, all of that stuff, that is part of what makes the story incredible. And I think a lot of people stop if the no is harsh enough.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to 2012, Good Kid, Mad City came out. Soho, Apple Store, Kendrick was there doing a open forum, give the person the mic, they ask a question, whatever.
Apple presents Meet the Musician at the Apple Store.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome this evening's guest moderator, CEO of allhiphop.com, Chuck Creekmur, and tonight's guest, Kendrick Lamar.
So my man's hit me, because this is Soho time, I'm still rapping in New York. Like, yo, Kendrick is doing this joint, you gotta go, you gotta rap for him. I don't know how I'm gonna rap for Kendrick at this open space. I said, bet. So I waited. I see Chuck Creekmur.
Yeah, shout out Chuck, allhiphop.com.
Shout out to Chuck.
He's another person that's maintained this platform. God bless you, Chuck.
Love Chuck, bro. So Chuck is asking the questions. Everybody hands go up. My hand go up. This is an auditorium. My hand go up. He come over to me and he just like, yo, you got a question? I said, yeah, man. I just wanted to ask Kendrick if I give him a 16. And he said, that's not really a question. I said, nah, it is. I asked him if I could give him a 16.
New York niggas talking to New York niggas.
Yeah. And then like Kendrick was just like, that is a question. So I rap. This is the podcast. This is the first podcast. Rapped on the joint. Everywhere's going crazy. Kendrick is just like, yo, what's your name? Oswin Benjamin. Yo, bro, I'm going to remember that name, bro. Y'all remember Oswin Benjamin. I leave hyped. Tell everybody about this podcast.
We got another question to your right, all the way in the back, on this side, over here to your right. There you are.
They cut it out the podcast. Right? Cut it out the podcast. No problem. Elliot Wilson is doing Crowned. Yeah. Right? Ab-Soul is there. My goal is I'm rapping for everybody on TD. I want to be signed there. So, bro, Ab-Soul is there, same thing. Elliot Wilson, microphone. Yo, anybody got any questions? I do the same thing. Elliot Wilson is he's trying to play me though. Right? So I rap. And before I rap, he's like, yo, anybody rapping on my show? This is my show, blah, 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 blah. He's going so crazy, right? Ab-Soul is on some like, yo, let him get it off. I rap. I go crazy. Ab-Soul is just like, this nigga is dumb nice. Elliot Wilson starts having a joint. Nobody's rapping on my show. This is my show, blah, 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 blah. So Tyler Busher, same guy. He was like, yo, when we leave here, because how he was acting, he DM'd, not DM'd, he messaged everybody. DMs wasn't a thing then. He was like, yo, everybody go on Elliot Wilson page and say he a bitch. And Elliot Wilson started responding to people. He's like, yo, because you don't got to act like that for a newcomer. It's not like I was trash. If I was trash, I get it. But it's just like, but that was another no. And then like, but all of these times, finally when I meet Kendrick, it's at Rick Rubin's crib. And we're in Shangri-La. And I'm in the Bob Dylan tour bus. And I come out to the kitchen, Kendrick Lamar's there, and I'm able to tell him the times. And I ran into him at the BET Awards too. And I'm able to sit here and tell him about these times. And it's just like, yo, imagine if when Chuck Creekmur cut me out the joint, I'm just like, man, they don't want me to rap. Man, I'm not good enough. Man, I'm not whatever. I'm just like, I don't care. I'm going to keep doing this joint. I'm going to meet these niggas. It was a resilience. So it's just like, for the people listening, it's just like, man, you put in enough of the groundwork, it has to happen. And the only way to guarantee it don't happen is if you stop doing it.
Stop doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Lupe had a show in Arizona, bro. And I hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, you gonna be in Arizona? He's like, yeah, pull up. So me, my man Left, my man Cannon, Steph is backstage. And he's doing all of these songs. And I'm in high school again, listening to all of this stuff. And I'm just like, college. I'm back and I'm listening. I'm just like, I remember when The Cool came out. I remember when Superstar came out. I remember, like, I'm feeling these things again. And then he looked back on the backstage. He's like, yo, Oz, come out here real quick. I said, no way. No way Lupe Fiasco is about to call me on stage, bro. Call me on stage. He's like, yo, you want to rap for the people? I said, what? Bro, I rap a cappella. And this man goes, Yo, that's the homie Oswin Benjamin. Make sure y'all show love for all of the new Oswin Benjamin fans and all of the OG Lupe Fiasco fans. This song is for you. He starts doing Superstar.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, and how no fear, the camera's here, and the microphones, and the one I know.
Wow. And I walk off stage to Superstar. Superstar was one of the songs. I said high school, but college. Superstar was one of the songs that I listened to that was just like, yo, this is, imagine, bro. I can't wait to meet this nigga, bro. I can't wait. This nigga called me on stage to rap on his set, and I walked off to one of the songs that had me cemented as a fan of this nigga. I wouldn't be rapping if it wasn't for Lupe Fiasco.
So chauffeur, come and take me away. 'Cause I've been standing in this line for like 5 whole days. Me and security ain't getting along. And when I got to the front, they told me all of the tickets were gone. So just take me home when the mood is mellow and the roads are grown. M&M's are yellow and the light bulbs around my mirror don't flicker. Everybody gets a nice autograph picture. One for you, friend, one for your sister. Who had the word tonight, but it's an advent listener. And every song's a favorite song and Mike's no feedback. All the reviewers saying you need to go and see.
Thank you for being part of my community. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for leaving your wife and kid to come do this.
Thank you for taking me on tour.
No, you took me on tour. And I still don't have I need a shirt.
I got it. Yeah, we sold out.
Thank you for checking out the Groundwaves podcast. We'll be back next episode with the legendary Twilight Tone. But speaking of Twilight, time is swiftly running out on spring. But in honor of that, here's a summertime song. I believe it's called Summertime by Jasper Logan. I know we played a Jasper Logan tune, but he's like a Groundwaves OG, and he lived in Chicago but currently lives in Arkansas. And when I fell out of love with Will Smith for a moment, I had to find a new Summertime song, and everyone loves Childish Gambino, but I'm telling you, this is an indie artist with a summertime banger, and we're gonna play that for y'all.
And I got a new feel, got a new wave, got a new whip, never got any praise, but I got that bitch like a money making bitch, and I got a new fade, got me feeling paid, got some new ways, my mama don't like it, she woke up just to pray, I found a shirt that's the nicest, put it on that way, now got a new fit, tell shorty I'm straight, she was tryna play me, but now she back tryna play, come from a dark place, niggas die in the summer, couldn't see it on my face, gotta keep that under, but I had good times, waist looking like butter.
Thanks for tuning in to the Groundwaves podcast. If today's episode inspired you, please leave us a rating or review on Apple or Spotify. It'll help other folks like you find the show. If you're an MC or producer looking for a place to develop your craft and connect with real community, check out groundwaveshiphop.com or follow at groundwaveshiphop on IG. Don't forget to subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Until then, keep creating, exchanging ideas, and loving on each other, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Peace.